Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly wrap, the Thanksgiving edition 2060. You're on with Mike. It was an interesting week in terms of trades. I mean, we started off pretty strong with OPEC headlines. Oil was pretty good with respect to all the trades. We were heavily in oil this week actually, and of course the S&P as well, or ES. Either way, we trade interchangeably, SPX and ES at the same time. We can trade them both. So bullish momentum is still preserved. We had some bids coming in earlier this week into Apple, and it was a broad sector rally, so it was quite interesting and exciting. At the same time, oil strength actually, was a tide that lifted all boats, as you can say. So, that resulted in a lot of people getting excited in terms of buying and all that. So, it's interesting. This was yesterday on the right side here, and then of course today. So we bottom tagged at 2195 level on the SPX or S&P 500 cash or spot. And again, no surprise there that people it found some buyers, tripped some stops, and buyers were very eager to come in and go along that. So, as you can see, what you see here is what we have as far as charts are concerned. This is my own setup. I don't have any indicators. You don't even see putting any averages, moving averages, or anything like that. So support level, we were able to see that whether or not you were in, whether you're in ES or options. We basically even mentioned to people that we wouldn't be bearish at this point. We would be looking to actually go long, and the way that some of us did it were through doing naked puts. So if you don't know what a naked put is or what an option is, probably time to kind of consider picking up a book on Amazon or something. Maybe there's a Black Friday sale somewhere on Amazon. Buy a book on options. But it's a perfect way to actually also play the market. Of course, you could just go outright and buy SPY or ES, and away you go. So we're able to catch it. So this bottom tick here around 10 o'clock Eastern, so around 10 here, that's exactly where you would want to think about selling some puts, and it just kind of decayed all the way. So it expires today. So you could just basically let it expire worthless and pocket the premium and all that. So if you sold, say, just one contract, then you make $100. So if you sold 10, you make $1,000, right? And you just basically sit on that for the whole day and wait for it to expire worthless, and you get away scot free. So it's not surprising that we actually pushed back up towards the end of the day, and of course had a 330 ramp there even going to the end of the day. So everybody was pretty happy with respect to trades today. Again, this is the S&P. Oil was also pretty good. We called out pretty good trades on oil as well, and we were able to be very very profitable for the rest of the week. For the first part of the week, it's been very good. Whether it was in the forex world or the stock world, we were in Baidu, of course, different set of stocks. So I mean, technically, as far as numbers go, right? Whether you're a stock guy, forex, or futures guy, you would have had enough for the week to actually call it a week and forget Thursday and Friday. Don't expect much on Thursday. I mean, the U.S. is closed, volume's going to be extremely subdued, and then Friday is a shortened trading day. So I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be shocked that we would have a very very slow day that day as well. So do remember that we do have the Black Friday sales coming up. It should be up and running in the next 24 hours or so. If you have any questions, now's the time to kind of send us an email. We'll be able to answer your question before you purchase anything. And I do want to keep reminding you, and it's also mentioned in the site, these things are not refundable. There's no exchanges, no refunds, right? And no transfers. So make sure what you're buying is exactly what you need. If you've been on the fence about getting classes or getting subscription, this is the best way to get it on a cheap basis, and take advantage of the sales. All right. So I wish all of you guys a very wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe out there, stay warm, and take care. And of course, for our non-American friends, I mean, take the day off. You're not gonna get much as well when US is closed. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Take care and have a good week ahead of you.